Last week on Kawai, we ventured through the Lefkas Canal and continued our journey south through the Ionian Islands, reaching the incredible Ithaca. With its crystal clear water and lush vegetation, we swim, explore, hike, and clean to this magical place. This week we are hit by a fierce storm and 60-knot winds, and our beloved Kawai is hit by a fellow boat. We leave Ithaca and sail for Zakynthos and the breathtaking Shipwreck beach. This place is much better than expected. The crazy blue water against the imposing white cliffs and the perfectly placed shipwreck creates a surreal feeling, and we are fortunate enough to get it all to ourselves. Jase also manages to catch a couple of fish. After a week on the coastline, we head for Vathy, the capital of Ithaca. With a storm warning issued and severe storms forecast, we provision and have a look around. Vathy is a charming seaside village where the buildings are colourful and so are the people. Spending a bit of time here, we met the most delightful and friendly people, including the local hardware man who made us a special purpose tool for free and the small chandlery who gave us products to take home to try before paying. But it's not long before the weather starts to take a turn for the worse and we must stay with Kawai.
Well, we've had a pretty interesting morning. We've been absolutely smashed with a storm. This is what she looks like. All lightning strikes going through. By far our worst we've ever encountered. We're in Vathy in Ithaca, and there's quite a lot of boats in the bay, and one came in late that we didn't know where they anchored, if they were going to be too close, and they were too close. They came up and they actually hit our boat. Fortunately we had fenders up, couldn't see, felt like we were just, you thought it was like a movie.
Yeah, I felt like I was in some sort of crazy storm movie.
Yeah. But we didn't get footage because it wasn't life or death, but it felt like anything could happen. Anyone could drag around us, and Trace was behind the wheel, just motoring a little bit, so to keep us not too much pressure on the chain. But yeah, it was gnarly. It came twice, and there was just mayhem in the bay. You might be wondering why this is just sitting here.
Yeah. The boat's a bit of a shambles at the moment.
It obviously got thrown from wherever I don't know where, but yeah, we're just glad it's done and the storm's passed. It's meant to be blowing 30 from the other direction in the next hour, so...
That's fine.
35.
That's easy.
35's not a problem anymore.
You're not.
50 to 60, that was scary. Good morning.
Good morning. Just getting our route sorted for the day. We are leaving Vathy and we're off to Zakynthos, which will be fun. It's about 38 nautical miles we've got to go. So we'll be heading from Vathy on Ithaca around past the bottom of Ithaca, past Kefalonia, and then we're headed to Shipwreck Beach over here on Zakynthos, which is the western side of Zakynthos. Expecting a easterly breeze for the day. It should be quite strong in the morning and then ease off in the afternoon, which should be, hopefully, fingers crossed, good for Shipwreck Bay because it's on the western side.
Wondering how it could go so wrong, but you didn't call for help. But let me tell you about the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and bees, then all the lights, yeah, we're all affected. I'm watching, pray, pray, pray. I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out.
Pretty spectacular view, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Already.
an amazing coastline. I really didn't know what to expect from Zakynthos, but happy so far.
Oh babe, you've caught something.
Yeah, we just caught a little, there's another one just here. A little yellowfin tuna, I think it is. So he's not big enough, I don't think, so I'm going to get him back into the water. Oh, actually, he's back.
No, don't give him a kiss.
He's off.
So babe, you are pretty happy that you caught another fish.
Yeah, the monkey's off the back. And even though it wasn't big enough, I'm pretty happy I caught it. Awesome scenery, it's just a cool moment. Some people might have kept it, but I don't know, fish, there's a lot less fish in the world and should let it, I guess, breathe. So that's what I was thinking anyway. Might have looked big on the film, but still not big enough, I don't think, for the tuna. So I'm glad I let it go to live another day and hopefully have a few kids.
Yes, I'm happy to.
Most of the images of Zakynthos we have seen are of Shipwreck Beach, so we were surprised as we cruised the west coast to see large cliff faces and huge caves to explore most of the way.
About to head into Shipwreck Beach.
Yep.
What's your plan?
Well, the chart doesn't have any depths whatsoever. Somebody has put on some soundings on the chart, so we'll have a look at those and also be paying close attention to our chart plotter. And you will snorkel to make sure that we're in the sand as opposed to on a big boulder. Apparently there's boulders. But yeah, it's very strange, not even any anchorage reviews or anything, which is very unusual.
Yes, because you think there'd be a lot of boats that would come in here, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll see once we round the corner ahead.
Surfing on a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, 'cause you know this party won't stop. We can never run out of time sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. Share it with you. Share it with you. Hey baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I tell you everybody's standing in line for the water slide. You can come on over, we can take the roller coaster, and you know everybody's looking for a ride in the water slide. Water slide.
At the best place you've had a beer?
Oh, I've had some pretty damn good beers in good places. But yeah, it's one of them. Definitely up there.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Drinking my beer?
Yep.
I got a big man beer out for you.
I thought I'd steal a girl beer. Ah, ripper, eh?
Isn't it?
Kawai's brought us a long way this year.
Yep.
From Turkey to Montenegro to Croatia and Albania. And we're back in Greece. So,
And we're at Shipwreck Beach.
I'm well quiet.
And we've got the rest of Greece to go. Back through the Cyclades.
One of the many things we love about sailing is being able to take our home wherever we go. No packing and unpacking of bags when we travel, just jump in the tender and explore. It's also pretty awesome to sit on our back deck and have a view like this.
Here we go, we're heading in.
Heading in, leaving Kawai, bouncing around.
Oh, sorry Kawais, we won't be long.
Still think we'll have a bit of a sail into the shore.
Yep. Tender cap can handle it.
Yeah, hopefully your outfit can handle it.
Yep, I got my little boots on.
True, I better take my thongs off. Got new thongs, don't want to lose them.
Be good. Shipwreck Beach is Zakynthos' #1 tourist attraction, The ship MV Panayotis launched in 1937 and has had many owners and name changes. It was even apparently used in Dunkirk evacuations, rescuing Allied soldiers from the beach. It's hard to know the correct story of how it landed on the beach, and even the captain's recollection is questioned due to court proceedings. I came across two popular theories. The first is the most compelling, being that the ship was smuggling cigarettes, wine, and even humans, and was chased into the cove by authorities. The second main theory that stood out was that some enterprising locals thought it would make a good tourist attraction, and so arranged to have it put there. The captain's recollection is that the MV Panayotis was returning from Albania in the evening hours of 2nd of October 1980. The ship ended up on the beach due to bad weather conditions and mechanical failure. Part of the shipment and equipment was stolen and subsequently recovered by authorities in local villages. 29 people were persecuted. The captain was forced to remove the vessel by his own means, but when he visited the site to figure out how to do it, he was so astonished by the beauty of it, he decided to leave it as it is.
Oh, hey there, just creeping.
Hello.
Just creeping in behind the boat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, just exploring.
Yeah. It's really awesome.
Better than you thought?
Yeah. I've seen it so much on Instagram. I just thought it would not be as good, but it's actually way better than I was expecting.
Yeah, it probably helps that we're the only ones here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've brought over a towel, some beers, and yeah, we're just going to take in the evening. The sun goes down and just enjoy it.
Yeah, there's only us here, which I'm sure is a real treat. I don't think it would happen very often.
No, I don't think so. Another reason we're going to spend as much time here on the beach as possible is the swell is starting to get quite large. Might not look it there, but getting our little tender out there and out to Kawai will be a little bit difficult, so we're going to stay here for as long as possible and then head out.
Not to mention Kawai will be quite rolly tonight, I'd say.
Yeah. But all in all, we've really enjoyed it. We'll probably spend maybe a couple of hours here tomorrow. That's the plan anyway, unless it gets too uncomfortable tonight. And then we're gonna head Anchorage at the southern end of Zakynthos. Yeah, it's near the turtle protection area, but it's the area that you can actually anchor. So I think we're gonna head down there and anchor for a couple of days, and then move further south. So excited. Yeah, we're looking forward to that, but you know, we're really looking forward to hopefully seeing some turtles as well, swimming with some turtles.
Yeah, all very exciting.
Yeah, that's the plan. So cheers.
Yeah.
For those who are watching, thanks for watching us. I don't know if you can get much better than this.
No.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
We felt really fortunate to spend the evening by ourselves in this iconic location. We could clearly hear the sound of the waves crashing on the shore as we explored the wreck in detail. Being here alone gave the place a very different perspective and feel to earlier in the day.
A little rocker.
Very rocky. Yep.
And we're leaving.
We are leaving. We got back to the boat not too long ago, and it was pretty hectic. The waves of the swell is quite large, and our swimming platform was getting smashed, and the wind is supposed to pick up a little bit overnight, so I think it would have been all downhill. So we decided to relocate. It's really unfortunate. I know everyone says that there's always swell here and you can't stay overnight, but I was really hoping we could.
We're heading for the bottom of Zakynthos.
Yep, to the little Turtle Bay.
And hopefully there is something down there where we can anchor in the dark.
Yeah.
At
20 nautical miles away.
what time is it?
7.
Quarter to 8.
Sun's just losing its last light.
20 nautical miles to go.
That's alright.
We killed it. Good planning, guys. Beautiful Kerry Bay at the bottom of Zakynthos. Been out snorkeling today, looking for turtles How'd we go with turtles?
No go.
No
Didn't
luck.
see one turtle, unfortunately. The water's a little bit murky, so
We saw lots of turtles in the bay, but just not up close and personal.
yeah, which is okay. But we did see lots of boulders under the water, not too far from our boat, so we're hoping we anchored in some sand and weed, because we got in at midnight last night, so we couldn't see the bottom, and we couldn't snorkel around to check either, because we did read there were some in the area a bit further away. We had seen a couple of sunrises from this anchorage, but hadn't seen a sunset, so we headed around the corner. Secretly, I think Jase just wanted to fish some more. Another fish, babe.
Yeah. Another tuna.
And we're letting him go.
They're just a little bit too small.
Yeah.
It's pretty, but hopefully it's a nice time of afternoon. Oh, that was disgusting. I shouldn't have kissed that. Hopefully we get a big one.
Just
Or
get
something bigger.
a bigger one.
Yeah.
Leave the babies alone.
Wow, just hanging back on the swimming platform.
Yeah, it's a really cool aspect. Right on the water, sun's going down. Oh, I've run out of descriptive words. Incredible. Sensational.
Magical.
Magical.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to see the sun setting over the water.
We've just chatted to your sister.
Yeah, it's her birthdays.
Birthday, which is really cool to be able to chat to her as we're cruising along past Zakynthos.
Yeah, they're pretty special moments, really. Thanks for watching, guys. We're making our way to 4,000 subscribers. If you're enjoying the journey and want to help us out, it would be great if you subscribed. If you're interested to hear more details about the storm and what happened, here it is.
So we were just going to talk about the storm, because unfortunately during it we didn't get any footage, though that would have been good because it was pretty hectic. It would have been good to look back on.
Yeah, it's one of those things, when you're in the storm, we were really worried about obviously our safety, the boat's safety. There was lightning bolts just coming down everywhere. There was 60-knot winds, and
It's pelting down rain.
yeah, it was a little bit of hail, and there was a boat that was hitting us, so we didn't have time to pull out the camera. But you know, we'll try to explain what happened, what went wrong, and the things that went well.
Yeah, well, I guess the first thing was that the boat came in and anchored probably in not the best position, but it was late in the evening and there were no winds at the time, so they wouldn't have known where our anchor was, and it looked fine. Like, they did look like they were far enough away from us. They put out a fair bit more anchor chain than us. They had out 60 and we had out 40.
Yeah.
And their boat was swinging quite a long way across the bay, and luckily the good thing that we did was...
Well, we were prepared for it. We'd seen online that there were storms. The forecast was 30 knots of wind coming from the south and a massive storm front coming from the north. So we weren't really sure how it was all going to play out, but we had fenders up both sides of the boat, and we'd been taking notice of where everyone had been anchoring all day, and everyone had done a great job. There was probably, in the whole bay, probably 100 boats. Moored, there was boats moored against the quay, and we probably had actually anchored in here maybe 25 to 30 boats. So we've been keeping an eye on it because we knew that the storm, they predicted it was going to be pretty bad, and yeah, it just hit. We had 40 metres out in 7 metres of mud. We knew it was good holding in here. We were told that's why we came here.
And we didn't put more out because there were so many boats
There's so many
around
boats.
us, so.
Yeah, there was no room to put out more because we would hit boats. So yeah, it was just they came in late and put out a fair bit more.
Plus, we didn't think it would be that bad.
No. So
We were expecting 34 knots.
Yeah, that was what was
Not
predicted, 30 to 40 maximum, which we weren't too worried about. But yeah, it was 5 a.m, so it was dark still, and it just hit, and it went for about probably
Half an hour.
25 minutes, half an hour, and yeah, it was probably the scariest, craziest winds we've ever seen. And we've been in 40 and 50 a heap of times, and that's scary, but this was, yeah.
Along with the torrential rain and the lightning and the hail.
Yeah.
But we made sure that we put the engine on, had it going in case we got struck by lightning and in case our anchor did drag. So
Yeah. You're taking a bit of pressure off the...
yeah, I was trying to.
But yeah, the winds were so strong.
Yeah. And I was trying to steer away from the boat that was kept coming towards us, but that wasn't really working too well because I didn't want to gun it and end up with our anchor chain wrapped around something. So yeah. But he also was at the helm and he was, I think, as well motoring, trying to move away from us. And so we came close many times and only hit once.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we had a heap of fenders through the back of the boat, and that's what they hit. They were lucky because they didn't have any fenders out.
But yeah, they braved the thunder and lightning and the hail to go and put fenders up in front of their boat. So
yeah. So
that was pretty brave. And you got the big round fender as well to just put in case we hit at a different position.
Yeah, we just had
That
one
ready.
fender free to throw in between us and the boat wherever it was going, because sometimes they would swing across side, but then they would fling, their boat would, I guess, tail around the back of our boat, so we just had to be ready everywhere. We didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So
And if they weren't close to us, we wouldn't have been as worried, and we would have been downstairs, sheltered away from the lightning, I think.
yeah,
Still with the engine going, ready to move in case someone else dragged or we dragged. But
Without my love for the ocean, I would be lost.